Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. A little later than usual that I'm recording this, but I don't think it matters that particularly much. Today we're going to be going over my Nintendo DS collection. Yes, this is kind of the trendy console at the moment. I'm hearing a lot about how they're climbing in price nowadays, specifically 3DSs, not DSs, but it's still kind of the same bag. So this video I'm going to be doing about the original DS and all the collection that I have for it. Next one I'm going to do is going to be the 3DS. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the two videos I'm going to release. Of course, I'm not going to do the next one immediately. It's going to be a few days afterwards. But nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoy. And if you do, please consider liking, subscribing, following me on Twitch, and joining my Discord anyways. Let's get going. Let's start with my Japanese imports first, actually. I have quite a stack of them alone. So, first up, I have a Chrono Trigger, the Japanese version, yes. Actually, never beat Chrono Trigger. I've played like a bit of the Steam version a little while back, like 2-3 years ago, I want to say. And it was pretty fun, actually. I still need to finish this. I think someone told me that the DS version has like English on it, but I don't think that's true. I didn't actually end up putting this in to the console to check, but nevertheless, you know, what I played of it on Steam was really fun, so yeah, definitely gotta go back to that at some point. Next up is Kuroshitsuji, or, you know, Black Butler, the video game. I've, again, never played this one, although I think this has a fun translation, so at some point I gotta give this a whirl. I think it is just like a murder mystery kind of thing. Yeah, I used to be a big Black Butler fan when I was younger. I think I went through a phase where I was really into, not BL specifically, but like, you know, well yeah, actually BL specifically, but you know, this was kind of a Fujo bait game. And, you know, I was a Fujo, not Fujo, a Fudan. Fudan is what you call the boys that are into this sort of material. And, yeah, this was... I'm not sure what sort of game this really was, but, you know, I'm assuming, like, murder mystery, you know, getting clues and stuff. I think that's what it was, but, you know, correct me if I'm wrong there. Next up, we have a very iconic DS import. That is Jump Ultimate Stars. Yeah, this one is probably the best Shonen Jump crossover game that we've ever gotten, because it actually includes a lot of characters and not just the most popular like 5 franchises with like all their casts. Like Jump Force was abysmal for that. Like it had like a few IPs and just repeats. It was horrible. Like seriously, if you're gonna do this sort of thing, do it properly. And this game did it properly. But yeah, I remember this had like Shaman King in it. It had like Gintoki in it, as you can see. It had a lot of IPs in it, right? So this is a really cool, I mean, like, you can see the entire cast. You have Bobobo there, you have Ichigo, Train from Black Cat. Let's have a look-see, actually. You know, Hunter x Hunter, Goku, what's her name? Arale, Death Note, some Slam Dunk characters, Shaman King, JoJo, yeah, loads and loads of characters. Hitman Reborn. This girl, she looks familiar, but I can't tell you like for a fact what she's from. But yeah, a lot of different IPs, a lot of cool characters. We got Rurouni Kenshin, controversial one nowadays. But yeah, a lot of cool characters. They really should do this properly again, but you know, are we actually gonna get another one? Who knows? Next up, we have Soul Eater. Plot of Medusa. This I remember being like a top-down kind of hack and slashy thing. It wasn't very deep or anything, but yeah, it's sort of like you walk around with a stylus and just smack things. Not very deep, but yeah, also kind of approachable from a standpoint that you don't really need to understand it to play it. So yeah, I never really got too much into Soul Eater, but yeah, this was alright. I really need to go back to the franchise and actually give it a watch, because I think I would really like it, but yeah, I still haven't watched it. Next up, we have Gundam Double O. Gundam Double O. And yeah, I haven't seen this, so not much to say about there, though I have seen this guy in like previous Gundams. I do recognize this little guy. And yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it's kind of like a... Oh wait, this is like a action game? I was expecting a Robot Wars clone, but yeah, it seems like there's a bit more to it, so yeah, maybe I gotta give this a whirl at some point. It looks neat. So yeah, that was that. That's the first little stack that I put on the side. And now it's a big stack of Japanese games. So first up, I have Resident Evil Deadly Silence, or as my version says, Biohazard. It's a very cool cover, to be fair. It's got that raven in the back, and it's got that little, you can see there, the zombie in the outline of his fur. Well, it's not really fur, it's feathers, isn't it? But yeah, it's a very cool version of Resident Evil 1. I've played quite a bit of it on the plane. And yeah, if you haven't played this, I do urge you to check it out, because it has like, there is a lot of new stuff added. That's just kind of weird, like cool. It's like a randomizer mode, like where everything is like mixed up. It's a very, very neat thing. But yeah, next up we have Super Princess Peach. Why do I have the Japanese version of this? I don't know. It was just cheap. I think I got it for like 100 yen. A lot of these games, when I was in Japan, I did end up grabbing at random, and they were just like 100 yen or something. But yeah, it's the famous game where you play as Princess Peach, and you fight through to save Mario through the power of emotions, like crying, and sadness, and happiness, and angry. Yeah, this game, it's a goofy little one. I think it's good. That recent Princess Peach game that they released, that was a bit mid from what I heard, but you know, correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard it wasn't that great. Next up, Tales of Hearts. Now this is the anime movie version, which includes the anime version of the cutscenes. What do I mean by that? I will show you guys in just a second, but yeah, this is how the game presents itself, and it's a very different version from Tales of Hearts R. Because Tales of Hearts R has a very different aesthetic. This is like a sprite-based 2D game, but on the Vita, when it was brought over to the West, it was a 3D game, so it's a very, very different thing. Very different combat system too. So yeah, the DS version still has merit in terms of being played, right? And next up, I have Tales of Hearts, the CG movie version, where all the cutscenes look like Tekken. It's so ugly, man. But yeah, I'm not sure where they were thinking, but it's a cool experiment, I guess. But though they never really replicated this, and I don't think anyone really wants them to. This is an anime IP, you know, very centric in its anime style. So making it into, giving it a Tekken aesthetic, I don't think that's right. I don't think it's the way to go. I don't really need them to all look Asian too. Like, you don't need to do that. Okay, next up we have Tales of the Tempest. Famously a very hated game, though I don't think it's that bad. Though I haven't really beaten it either. I've played like a bit of it. It's alright. It's just a little cheaper in budget. But it's cool that these characters still come back in like crossovers and stuff, and they're still like treated as important, you know, as all the others. So, you know, I think it's word for word. It was like the first Tales of game on the handheld, so you know, I can't really hate too much, and it was its own unique thing. So, you know, if you've never played this, there are fun translations out there. Give it a shot. You might like it. It has cool music as well. So, Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion. This game is... what sort of game is this? I don't actually think I've played this. Is it like an RPG? It looks like it. Yeah, it must be some sort of RPG. Yeah, I haven't actually given this a shot at all, but I think this also... oh yeah, it says on the top, RPG. Yeah, I haven't played this, but I like Code Geass, so probably at some point I will want to play this. So yeah, that may sit in the pile for a little longer, but yeah, it is. That is that. Also, I hope you guys enjoy the little slime here. This is a slime I got in Japan like a long time ago. It's got like a little bubble inside it too. But yeah, it's a little fun paperweight, I guess. I think it's nice to have it on the side here, just, you know, to have something else on screen besides just this. But yeah, next up, okay, let's do them in order, actually. Gyakuten Saiban, or also as it's known in the West, Ace Attorney. This is the first one. And fun thing about Ace Attorney, the Japanese releases, is that they all include English text. Yeah, these are the most English-friendly, English import-friendly games you can possibly find on the DS. All of them have English translations in the main menu. You can just click it on, and then boom, everything is in English. And, you know, same case for every other one that I'm going to show you here. Gyakuten Saiban 2, best price. Pretty much all of them I have are best price versions. Not that it makes much of a difference. It still doesn't really take up that much of the space. So, you know, it's a nice packaging anyway. Yeah, so I get to play the original versions, but that's a lie. The original versions are on the Game Boy Advance, but still. If you can zoom in here, yep, as you can see, this is the Japanese copy, but if you zoom in, it has English. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. This is my all-important badge. It shows that I am a defense attorney. Yeah, so again, if you find these in the wild in Japan, grab them. And especially if you don't have one, like a copy of these games, they're very cheap. They're usually like 100 yen each, because they were very like well received back in the day, right? And here's the third one, Gyakuten Saiban 3. I'll own up to something though. I've only played the first one. I've only played Gyakuten Saiban 1. Also, I don't know why I'm saying the Japanese name instead of Ace Attorney. I just feel like it's a more fun word to say, Gyakuten Saiban. But yeah, it's cool that it shows like, it always shows that it has English. Maybe this was like useful for like kids studying English in Japan. Maybe that was a thought process they had. I don't know. But yeah, cool stuff. Next up, we have a game that I think I got for like 10 yen or something. I remember I was in Akihabara, and I think this game specifically was like, they had like boxes of this, and they were trying to get rid of it like hard. There was a few other games like Donkey Kong Barrel Blast, I think, and some sort of baseball game for Game Boy Color. All were like 10 yen. They really were just clearing them out, so I grabbed it, I guess. Nodame Cantabile. I think this is based on an anime, but yeah, oh, is this like a... Wait, what? Is this Taiko no Tatsujin? Wait, but it has like mini games. It's like a music minigame collection? Whatever it is, it looks kind of neat actually. So yeah, I can't say that it's a bad investment. It seems kind of cool. But yeah, I still haven't really given it a shot. With the DS, I'll be upfront about this, I was more of a PSP kid, so a lot of this stuff I got like way after, and a lot of it is still sitting in my backlog. Especially the Japanese stuff, because obviously, no. You gotta be in the right headspace to play those, and also, of course, language barrier and stuff, so yeah, it is something that's still like sitting there waiting for me to really tackle properly. But yeah, we have a Gintama game. The thing with Gintama is this IP has a shitzillion, and I mean a crap ton of crappy games. All of them are like crappy party games, except for the PS4 one and the Vita one, which was a Dynasty Warriors clone, which I did enjoy well enough, but it didn't have the anime soundtrack in it, and I think there was a DLC for the anime soundtrack, but like, you gotta have a Japanese PSN for that, and it was just like a bit of a pain to do, so I never ended up getting that. Plus, I think my copy was like an Asia English release, so I didn't really have access to that unless I made like a Singaporean IP, or not IP, a Singaporean PSN, which I didn't want to do. I wasn't in the mood, so I just played it like stock out of the disc. And yeah, I'm just looking at this right now. It looks like some sort of mini game collection. I'm not really too sure what I'm looking at, but yeah, I'm sure it's not great. Gintama games are known for not being that amazing. Another Gintama game. The reason why I'm getting all of these, more so, is just because I'm a fan of the IP, and it's just cool to have Gintoki on a lot of stuff. But yeah, this used to be like, I used to eat, sleep, and shit this franchise. I used to love it so much. I loved Gintama. I remember binging all of the original 300 and something episodes during my GCSEs in high school, and being like surprised that instead of studying and watching Gintama, my grades weren't as good. But I still got into university, so it's not like this is my difference or anything. But like still, it was a very fun time, and I don't really regret it. I still like ended up getting where I need to be, so whatevs. But yeah, kids, if you are just about to do your GCSEs this year, don't slack off like me. Study a little bit, okay? It's not that easy to slip through the system, you know? You need to learn a little bit. I was lucky. Taiko no Tatsujin for DS. Yes. I played a little bit of this, actually. Because, of course, you don't really need a lot of language knowledge to play a Taiko game, right? It's just a music rhythm thing. But yeah, I remember this having like quite a fun lineup of music. Here we can see like Naruto, Sign, and a lot of like anime music in general. Precure, Ponyo, what else? Psycho Epriti? I don't know what this is. Oh, it's Pokemon. Okay, but yeah, there's a lot of like different songs, right? It is Taiko, you know. It's you don't really need me to explain what a Taiko game is. If you want to see the whole soundtrack list, you could look up the game. But yeah, here we have Hayate no Gotoku, or Hayate no Combat Butler. Hayate the Combat Butler. I mean, no is the a lot of the times, or you know, apostrophe S. But yeah, this is a what sort of game is this actually? Mini games and ecchi scenes. Gotta love it. Yeah, I mean, this is another IP that I really liked when I was younger, like Hayate the Combat Butler. It's a shame that it was never finished, right? In anime form, at least. I know that the manga had a conclusion of some sort, but the anime, it never had a conclusion. Even though it had like a shit ton of episodes and seasons, it never actually had an ending, which made me very angry. This needs to come back and get wrapped up, in my opinion. One of the cooler, funnier animes, especially the original 52 episode series, that was like peak. Okay, let's do my last Japanese game, because this isn't all of them. There's one more I have here, and that is Pokemon Howaito, Pokemon White. Yeah, this is actually a cool like cardboard version that I remember grabbing at one point. All it is just like the cases inside it. It's just like a sleeve thing. But yeah, I remember paying like 100 yen for this. It wasn't very expensive whatsoever. And a cool thing, actually, it's engraved in here. It's like a little Pokemon symbol. Neat stuff, and it's all textured and stuff. Very, very neat piece of packaging. But yeah, again, it's not. I guess I wouldn't have that much of a hard time playing this, because again, Pokemon games are known for the fact that they are using most like simple letters, like hiragana. It has like I think it's an option at the start of the game. You can use like kanji or hiragana, and you know, they're easier to play that way if you're like a little iffy on your Japanese. But yeah, next up, let's do my American games actually. Let's do my American imports first. So yeah, this is my Legacy of Ys Books 1 and 2 with the soundtrack included. A very spiffy copy of the game, though I'd say, I guess it's not as spiffy as I would like. I mean, it has like a few nicks here and there, but it's a very cool release of the game. Though, I mean, I guess there are better ways of playing it. Probably the Steam version is what you want to play if you're getting into Ys, like in general. But yeah, this is a cool, unique version of Ys. It's a little different. Fun fact, this was released as 2 separate games in Japan, but in the West, they released them as one. Which, to be fair, makes sense, considering how short each of them is standalone, and they really make a whole package once they're together. Because it is, like, the first game ends on a cliffhanger, right? So, you really want to just get into the second game. But yeah, I love Ys, one of my favorite series, so, you know. It was nice that I was able to get this before it exploded in price, because I'm pretty sure this game is rare now. Same with the PSP releases, though I don't really have a lot of those. I have Ys 7 and Ys 6 on PSP. I want to have more, but, you know, what can you do? Next up, let me just pull these out a little bit more. Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. We just beat this on the channel, actually. But yeah, I actually do have an original copy of this game for the DS. As I said, in the stream itself, I played a little bit of this version, but not too much. In pretty much the first stream we got through the part that I was at in the DS version. And yeah, I love this game a lot. We beat it recently, and it was a great time. Play it on the original system or, you know, remastered. Either way, it's a great time, and I definitely recommend it. We still need to do Order of Ecclesia soon, but, you know, I'm still trying to find the right time to do that. But yeah, that's that. Next up, we have the iconic Konami The Best Packaging version of Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. I specifically wanted this version with this cover, because it's the goofy one. It's the cover within the cover one. It's so stupid. Who thought this was a good idea? But yeah, Dawn of Sorrow, I like Dawn of Sorrow. It was a bit of a weirder one, but I think it's still worth a play. Like, it wasn't as good as Aria of Sorrow, but it was still good, right? A bit of a stretch. I feel like Soma didn't really need a whole new game, or maybe at least if they were gonna do another game with him, they could have done something more interesting. But yeah, cool game. I definitely still need to do the last DS Castlevania. Next up, I have Kingdom Hearts Recoded, and as you can see, there's some shine to it. It's got that little reflective, like little shine to the particles there. Very, very cool. It's a little dirty actually. I need to clean this off at some point. I never even noticed this. But yeah, Recoded. Did I say Chain of Memories? I meant Recoded. Yeah, this is actually a cool game. I think it got a lot of hate back in the day, but this actually plays really well. Like, this game is actually a very fun, like, Kingdom Hearts game. Though, I guess narratively, it didn't really have a lot of stuff to do with the story until 3. But at least eventually it got wrapped up into being important, so, you know, hey, at least that's something going for it. But yeah, this was an interesting Kingdom Hearts game, wasn't it? Bit of a weird digital version of the events. I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't played it, I suppose, but, you know, very interesting game. Here we have 358 Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2. Yeah, this is the saddest one, probably, if we're talking from a narrative standpoint, Kingdom Hearts game. And yeah, I think this was my first exposure to Kingdom Hearts. I got this game first. This was my first Kingdom Hearts game. I just remember seeing it at the store and I'm like, this looks fun. Let me check this out. And yeah, that's how it all started. I really like this game, though I think a lot of people give it a little bit of hate because it's kind of weird. But yeah, I think it's neat, and I had a lot of time on my hands when it came out. It is a little bit repetitive, I suppose, but yeah, I mean, Kingdom Hearts, you know, in terms of Kingdom Hearts games, not the worst. I'll say it's not the worst. And actually, before moving on, since we are on Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, Days Over 2, I mean, let me just show you something else as well. So here, I found this in Japan, a Nintendo DSi skin with Kingdom Hearts 358 over Days Over 2. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shell for the DS. I think it's, yeah, DSi. I don't have a DSi, but if I ever have one, I might slap that into it. It's a very, very neat thing. A neat piece of merch, I guess, for the Kingdom Hearts series that I own. But yeah, I just wanted to show it off since I just remembered and I didn't grab it earlier. So yeah, very neat. If you let me know, do you have this? How rare is this? I remember getting this in Japan and being like, yo, this is awesome. I don't have a DSi, but I want it. But yeah, with that out of the way, we got through all the American and Japanese games, so this is now my entire European collection. So let's start off with the games that I grabbed from the side, because I keep these separately. The Bleach games. First up, we have The Blade of Fate. Yeah, I think this is the first one. I think the other one's the second one. But yeah, I remember playing through this, and it's a really cool, like, actual beat-em-up. Like, not beat-em-up, but like 2D fighting game. It has like mini games in it. It has a really cool story mode. If you've never played this, I do recommend checking it out because it's genuinely a really well-made game. Made by Treasure as well, so you know, sign of quality, right? Genuinely, they gave this game to some great devs for sure. But yeah, very, very cool game. And next up we have the sequel to it, Dark Souls. I think this was also made by the same devs. I think all of these were. Yeah, it's also Treasure. Same kind of thing, 2D fighting game, and more like story mode, the mini games in between, like hit these many things that keep this thing in the air for this long. It had a very cool story mode. I genuinely enjoyed it. I think this had a lot of like filler stuff in it compared to like the other two. But yeah, I genuinely, if you're a Bleach fan, get these games. I think they're still not that expensive, but they might go up in price eventually, especially after, you know, the 1000 Year Blood War comes out with its finale. Okay, that's the other one. And the last one I have here is Bleach the Third Phantom. Yeah, so this has Ulquiorra and Grimmjow on the cover. And yeah, this is basically the start of the Aranko arc, I'm pretty sure, when this came out. Team up and fight to save the Soul Society. Yeah, so I was thinking that's Hisane, but like, not Hisane, the little character. I forget her name. Shit. A fake fan, I guess. But yeah, this is someone else. I'm not sure. Is this like a game original character? Who are you? I think she's game original. But yeah, I thought that this might be... Nah, this is not Urahara. It looks kind of like him, but it's not. I'll be honest, I haven't played this one yet. I've played the other two to completion, but I haven't played this one. But yeah, create your ultimate squad of Soul Reapers and command them in battle against the threat of the Arrancar in this first Bleach strategy RPG. Wait, this is an RPG? Oh yeah, it is. I thought this was like one, like the other ones. Oh my god, I didn't know this was an RPG. Okay, this is funky. Though it does have like kind of the same aesthetic as the other ones. But yeah, I guess I'm not seeing treasure here. Okay, interesting. I just learned something new. But yeah, Bleach, the third Phantom. Neat. There's actually one more Bleach game for DS that came out only in Japan. I don't have that one, and it's a shame that we never got it. There's actually another Bleach game that we didn't get. That was for the Game Boy Advanced. That's a very early one as well. I don't have that one either, but you know, I would love to own them one day. Next up, we have Heroes of Mana. Yeah, so Mana franchise, I've only played Secret of Mana, and I've played a little bit of Trials. Trials of Mana, the remake. I really enjoyed it, but yeah, I need to go back and finish it. It was genuinely a super high quality, really good game. And there was also the Visions of Mana that came out recently. That looks really good too, even though they shut down the studio. But yeah, it looks great. For the last game that the studio made, it certainly looks great. So yeah, I don't know much about this Mana game though. Not to say anything about it, but like, is it good? Is it bad? Let me know. But yeah, I remember getting this for like very cheap, so that's why I got it. And I sort of recognized the name Mana back in the day. This was before I even played Secret of Mana, so I was like, oh yeah, let me get this. This is kind of funky. And I have a sense for like... I had a sense back then to like pick up any like anime-styled game that I saw. Because I was like, these games usually spike in price for no reason. Let me get this. And that's kind of how I mentally juggled that, and you know what? That mindset sort of paid off, because a lot of these games did go up in price. For some reason, Japanese games just did, over time. But yeah, next up, I have Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist, Dual Sympathy. So yeah, this is I think a 2D fighter, or 2D beat 'em up at least. Yeah, it looks like some sort of 2D beat 'em up. I actually got this pretty recently, like a few months back. And yeah, I still need to give this a whirl, but it looks kind of cool. Perform devastating melee and combo attacks. Release powerful alchemy attacks with a touchscreen. Okay, so it's probably very touchscreen dependent, but yeah, I still want to give this a whirl. I love Full Metal Alchemist, so you know, something new to play. I know there's also a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood game on the PSP. That's one I wanna get as well. But yeah, we got this, but not the PS2 games. Shame. Next up, I have Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo Tales. I think this is a Shiren clone, if memory serves. Right? Is it? I'm not actually too sure what sort of game this is. 40 fun-packed minigames. Oh, is it a minigame collection? I didn't even know. I kind of just grabbed it because I was like, oh, Final Fantasy game that I don't own. Let me give this, let me put this on the shelf and get to it eventually. And yeah, I guess this is a minigame collection, huh? Nah, I'm not too sure. I gotta give this a whirl soon, too. You will hear me say this a lot, because, again, I didn't grow up with the DS. I got a lot of this stuff later. But yeah. Next up, we have another Final Fantasy game. There's gonna be a few of these now. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Ring of Fates. Yeah, I will not be able to tell you a single thing about this game. I don't know what this is. All-action battle system, 4-player co-op, stunning 3D graphics. So is it like the original Crystal Chronicles, I guess, but just DS-ified? Either way, I'm sure it's good, you know, though I've never heard anything about it, but, you know, that's the thing with the DS. I feel like a lot of games just kind of went under the radar. Like, no one talks about these games, so I have to kind of discover them on my own. It's kind of when I discovered the one Wii Final Fantasy game that no one has ever talked about, but it's like a full 3D, high-quality Final Fantasy game. I think Crystal Breakers, right? The Crystal Bears, sorry. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the Crystal Bears. That game is like the full high-quality 3D modern Final Fantasy for the time, and no one talks about it. So like, okay. just, I guess I gotta find this out myself. Okay, next up, we have Final Fantasy XII, Revenant Wings. So, I booted this up, but yeah, I need to play more of it. This is something about me. Final Fantasy XII? That thing is comfortably in my top 3 Final Fantasies. I really, really, really love Final Fantasy XII. But yeah, this happens afterwards, like a year or so. 1 year has passed, yeah. So, yeah, I do want to play through it just to see what happens, but I don't think anything of much importance happens, but it looks fun, and it is a tactics game, which I don't really have a lot of experience with the genre, but yeah, I do want to play more of it, just, you know, be in the world for a little bit more. You know, I love Rabanastre and, you know, the whole Ivalice in general. I genuinely love the world. I wish we had more of it in general. They should remaster stuff like Vagrant Story as well, just to enrich the story. Well, not the story, but like get people more familiarized with the world, right? Outside of just 12. Because that game genuinely deserves to be played by more people. Even though I haven't finished it myself, it was really cool when I played of it. Here we have Final Fantasy IV, the Final Fantasy IV 3D remake for the DS. I haven't played this one yet, and I really want to. And the thing is, I have the original in the Pixel Remaster collection, and I have this, and I don't know which one to play, quite frankly. I hear this is like 10 times harder to play compared to the original, but it looks so fun as well. Like, it has like this chibi 3D remake art style. I think this is really neat. They should put this on an actual console instead of just DS, because then I would probably play this instead of the old version, but I don't know. What's your opinion on Final Fantasy IV? How good is Final Fantasy IV? Also, do you guys like this cover art? This is the European one. I think the American one is black, but yeah. Next up, we have Final Fantasy III. Same deal as the other one, though I think I've played a little bit of this, actually. I played like a first hour or so, and it was really cool. I need to play more of it. Fun fact, did you know this game was put on the Ouya? This was an Ouya launch title. Yeah, this looks really fun too. Yeah, so, yeah. Final Fantasy 3 and 4, put these on modern hardware. You know, I would love to play this on like PlayStation or something. They put this on like Android and like mobile, but you know, not on real consoles. Shame. Okay, next up we have the Dragon Quest Monsters. So if you know anything about me, I have very little exposure to Dragon Quest, where it's weird that I own pretty much every single main game on most the systems that they came out on, but I only played through all of 1 and half of 11. I need to play more of these. But yeah, Dragon Quest Monsters, Joker. I mean, I'm a fan of Toriyama in general, so, you know, I would love to play more of this. I also played a little bit of Blue Dragon, but that doesn't really count because that's a different thing. But yeah, I genuinely do enjoy playing anything that has this art style in it. And yeah, I definitely gotta give this a whirl. They recently released one for the Switch, right? Dragon Quest Monsters 3? Maybe? I don't know. Next up, we have Dragon Quest 9. Sentinels of the Starry Skies. Yeah, I think, if memory serves, I think one of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody guys, Dylan or Colin Sprouse, one of the Sprouse twins, I think one of them advertised this game, though I can't be 100% certain. I remember that being the case, though. But yeah, this game, I think, was one of the games that kind of popularized the franchise a little bit in the West. And I mean just a little bit. These games genuinely do need a little bit more recognition, considering how important they are for the gaming industry. But yeah, I say that, and I haven't played all of them yet. But you know, I will eventually. Played all of 1 on stream, so you know. I do want to play the 2 and 3. Maybe I should get a remix of those, though. I don't know. I played through original 1 when I played it. But yeah, I remember playing, I think, a little bit of this when I first got it. I got it when I was young, like a bit younger. When I first got my DS, I think I got this like a little after I got Chinatown Wars GTA. I got my DS with Chinatown Wars. I think I mentioned this in my handheld collection video. That's what I grabbed it with for some reason. But yeah, next up we have Dragon Quest. What is it? 6. Dragon Quest 6. Realms of Reverie. Yeah, is this game rare nowadays? I'm not too sure. I think like 5 is rare, but yeah, I think they put like 4 on DS as well. Let me know, but yeah, I think this is one of the more optimal ways of playing the game. It's So yeah, I might play it on this version if I ever get to it. But also, maybe they will release a HD remaster of this too. Who knows? But yeah, cool stuff. I have so many of these games, as I said, and haven't played most of them. I need to get to it. Yeah, here we have Deep Labyrinth, which is a bit of a weird one because, well, first thing that usually confused me was the fact that it has a pink triangle on the spine. What does that mean? I think it just means that it came out in Australia or something, but yeah, it's like a first-person, like, dungeon crawler of some sort. It's weird. As you can see, it's made, like, published by Atlas, but it's not visible on the front cover. But, like, did they make it? Did they publish it? I think these guys are the developers, right? This game confuses me a little bit. Who made this? And what sort of game is it? I mean, I played a little bit of it. It was kind of weird. It felt like a obscure Japan-only PS1 game that we never got, except we actually did get it. And I was just confused. I need to give this another whirl at some point. It's weird. Okay, I need to put this stack somewhere else because it's falling on me again. I've been having this issue for multiple streams now. But yeah, here we have Advance Wars, Dark Conflict. If memory serves, someone told me that this wasn't actually made by the original devs. I think this was like outsourced to like an American studio or something. This is like the only Advance Wars game that I own. But yeah, I hear this is like a shit one, maybe. But yeah, let me know. Is this game any good? I haven't played it. I kind of want to play the original first, if anything. Someone might get the original, to be fair. I don't really want to get the Switch remake because the Switch remake was kind of ugly. If you gotta ask me, like I don't really like the remake aesthetic. They all kind of look wrong compared to the sprite iterations. But you know, it's whatever. Okay, put that away. Okay, let's go to the next stack. And the video is gonna be over soon, actually. So The Legend of Zelda: Phantom Hourglass. I'm playing this right now, actually. I've been playing this in bed sometimes. And yeah, this game ain't the best, but it's kind of fun, I guess. I love playing Legend of Zelda games. I've beaten like I think more than half of the franchise at this point, and yeah, this is a funky one. I can't really stream this because it's a DS game, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Though I think their over reliance on the stylus is a bit annoying. Maybe I should get myself a mod of some sort and get it and put it on an R4 card and play that instead. But I don't know. I'm a purist. I like to play stuff of the actual, you know, cartridge itself, which, oh, it actually is in here. I must have taken it out. But, yeah. I actually have 2 manuals for this game as well. Did I put them both in here? No, I put the other one in the separate area, okay. Yeah, I have 2 manuals for this game for some reason. They were just like, oh yeah, we got 2. Do you want the other one? We'll chuck it in the bin otherwise. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take it. Don't throw anything in the bin. But yeah, next up we have Trauma Center Under the Knife. Yeah, one of those forgotten Atlas IPs that was very popular at the time and has amazing music that, you know, I like to listen to sometimes to this day. Though my favorite soundtrack in the Trauma franchise is the Trauma Team soundtrack, which is a game that never came out in Europe, unfortunately. Trauma Team. If anyone ever has a copy that they would be willing to, you know, part with, feel free to send it my way. But yeah, I'd love to play that game at some point. I love its soundtrack. But yeah, Trauma Center. They should bring that back at some point, in some fashion. Snowboard Kids SBK. So this is like one of those niche Atlas franchises, which I think this is a more edged up version of the IP, because I remember the first game everyone had like big noses and they were like very characterized. But yeah, the reason why this game piqued my interest in particular is the fact that if you open this up and you turn the manual over, who is this? Hiho? This is a Shin Megami Tensei game. No way. So yeah, secret Shin Megami Tensei game. Did you know? Next up, we have Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. I really wanted this game as a kid for some reason. I remember seeing trailers for it, and I'm like, oh dude, this is like a super cool Sonic game that I was never able to play because I had a PSP. I remember my Chinese friend really wanting this for the longest time, and he couldn't get it for like months, and eventually he got it for his birthday, and he was really happy about it. Though he never really told me anything about it afterwards, so maybe he didn't like it, who knows. But yeah, I don't think I have a manual for this, do I? Oh no, I do. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just a really light case. All the other cases that I've been picking up have been kind of heavier, so I guess this game just didn't have a lot of paperwork to go with it. But yeah, I need to play through more of it, but it's kind of ear piercing to play. the soundtrack is genuinely really bad, which is a very rare case for Sonic. This is never the case. Though I won't really blame Sonic Team for that. I blame BioWare, because they fucked that up. Sonic Rush Adventure, one of my favorite Sonic games ever, actually. When I was younger, I really liked this. When I first got my DS, this was like one of the first games I got with it, alongside with Rush, which I'll show in a second. But yeah, this game was great. I especially loved the sea vessel jet ski part. Really, really loved it. I don't know why. Just like getting your trail out and then going on a journey and doing tricks and stuff. I really loved that. I don't know why. But yeah, I really love this game. I think when I was still living in Poland, I remember seeing this at like a window of a game store. I'm like, Mom, can I get this game? I love Sonic. And they were like, no, you don't have the console. I'm like, what's a console? I only had a computer back then. I didn't understand the concept that you need a console to play a console game. But yeah, as I said a second earlier, here is Sonic Rush. The best Sonic game ever. Thank you, Nintendo. Very cool. With Blaze the Cat. Guys, don't Blaze the Cat. But yeah, I love this game as well, just as much as the other one. Though maybe a little less, because I didn't have the vehicle sections, but though maybe I would like it more nowadays, because maybe I wouldn't like the vehicle sections today. I don't know, but yeah, this is one of the better games in the Sonic franchise for sure. And yeah, they should remaster this at some point. Love the DS Sonic games. Rayman DS. This is just Rayman 2. This is just Rayman 2. But you can play it with a touchscreen. funky version. It's using the Rayman 3 like design of Rayman to advertise it, but it is Rayman 2, which they did a lot back then. They were just using Rayman 3 design and everything to promote the older games. They did the same thing with Rayman Advance, I think, though that might have been Rayman 2 design. I don't remember that well. Here we have Project Rub, which I think this game is called something else in the States. I think it had like less of an innuendo title, I suppose. But yeah, a bit of a fall weirdly, wonderfully in Rub Love. Rub, touch, shout, and blow to perform mad, tap stunts, and rescue your girl from danger. Yes. Rub her hard. Okay, I need to play this still. This is a funky little one that I've heard is good. I heard this game is genuinely really fun. But yeah, I haven't actually played it much, so I can't really say anything about it. Here, okay, one of the last games we're going to be showing. Penultimate one. Mario Slam Basketball, which I think in the States is called like Mario Hoops 4-on-4. I think that's the title in the States. The funky thing about this, and the reason why I own this, is that, I'm not sure if it says in the case anywhere, but this game, yeah, it includes fucking Final Fantasy characters in it. Which, having that as a footnote is insane. But yeah, I'm not sure if they're like in the manual or anything. Let me just see. But yeah, that is an insane inclusion for a Mario game. Oh, I don't have a manual for this. Oh, what a bummer. Well, that's a shame. I don't have a manual, so I can't show you, even if they would be in the manual. But yeah, this is kind of the only reason why I got those games, because it has like Cloud in it. And yeah, the final game that I'm going to be showing you, besides the two that I have loose that I don't want to go and grab. By the way, the two games that I have loose for the DS are GTA Chinatown Wars and Mario 64 DS. I don't have cases for those. But yeah, the last one I have in the box is Life Signs, which is licensed by Joe Wood, by the way. Or not licensed, published by Joe Wood. You know, the Gothic guys. And this game is a ripoff of Trauma Center. Yeah. And I remember there's this like one really cool track in the game. Genuinely, the soundtrack is alright in this thing. But yeah, I don't know who the developer here is. It's not a German game, is it? And Amicius Young Doctor, you handle... As an ambitious young doctor, you handle serious emergencies, perform critical surgery, and also grapple with sometimes all-too-human factor, power struggles among colleagues, drama involving patrons and relationships. Yeah, so this is a bit of a bit of a spin on just Trauma Center, really. But yeah, I really want to play this game. I use a soundtrack from this sometimes in videos. And yeah, I think the American case box art is a little more interesting. This is just like white, and it's taken up mostly by the fucking German USK logo. Why do I have a German copy of this thing? Regardless, that is that for my DS collection. Now I need to tidy this all up. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, please consider liking, subscribing, and following me on Twitch and joining my Discord, as I said at the start of the video. And yeah, if you feel like it, please do share your collection with me. I would love to see it. Post it on, like, maybe on Discord, or if you want, you can tag me on X or whatever. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be posting another part with 3DS games soon, so stick around for that. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. So yeah, bye-bye.